This is E2, day 1, and we're introducing AR for the R sound. So the first thing we need to do is to go through and colour the AR in all of these words. So when we say R, it's making a long sound. R, it's a long vowel sound. Whenever we put a vowel with an R, it makes a long vowel sound. Okay, let's see if we can read the words now. We've got b-ark, bark, d-ark, dark, p-ark, park, m-ark, mark, sh-ark, shark, sp-ark, spark, p-art, part, y-ard, yard, sm-art, smart, st-art, start. Now let's have a look at what these words mean. You might hear a dog barking, that's one meaning for the word bark, and another one is where you have a tree and the skin of the tree or the covering on the tree is called bark as well. At night time, when the sun goes down, it's quite dark, so that's showing the night time where it's dark. A park is usually where you go and play. You can kick a football or play on swings at a park. It can also mean a place where you can park your car. So there's usually lines on the road and the car has to fit inside the lines. Okay, mark is where the teacher will mark your work. They'll put a tick or a cross on your work. And in football it can mean when you catch a ball or you mark it. Sometimes you might have a mark on your clothes as well. A shark, we all know, is an animal that lives in the sea. It's a very, very big fish that has sharp teeth. Okay, spark is like a little light that sparks off something, that suddenly glows off something. You might have sparklers that you use at Christmas or on New Year's Eve night. They're used as a celebration. But a spark is like a shiny, bright light that's very quick and small. A part, this is showing inside the bonnet of a car, and you can see all the parts inside the engine which make the engine work, and that's a mechanic working on the engine. If you do jigsaws, you might lose a little part or a little piece of the jigsaw, which makes it hard to do. So a part means just a little bit of something. A yard is where you might play in your front yard or your backyard. It can also be a measurement. It's just a little bit shorter than a metre. Smart, well, we know owls are very smart. They're very clever creatures, we say. And if you do your work really well at school, you'll be smart too. Start could be the start of a race or the start of something. It means the beginning of something. Now let's read the words, sound the words, spell the words and cover them, and then you're going to write them 3 times. So we'll just do the first one, you can do the rest on your own. So we go b-a-k, 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 B-A-R-K, 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 and we cover it, and then we have to write it 3 times. Now another thing that you can't forget with these words is that after a long vowel sound we put a K, only a K. We never have R-C-K in a word. We never have R-C-K. It can only be R-K or C-K, but we cannot put those 3 letters together ever. Off you go. This is E2, day 2, and we're revising the long R sound. So this is an R-controlled vowel. Whenever we have a vowel with an R, it becomes an R-controlled vowel, and they all make long vowel sounds. So we've got R, or. So these 2 are the easiest ones, and we're just revising this one now. So I've got b-a-k, bark, d-a-k, dark, p-a-k, park, m-a-k, mark, sh-a-k, shark, sp-a-k, spark, p-a-t, part, y-a-d, yard, s-m-a-t, smart, st-a-t, start. So you can see all of these words have the long R sound in them, and it's made with an A and an R. Okay, you can colour all of those in. Now there's another thing we're revising in this list too, and that is after a long vowel sound, we only put a K. Okay, it's just a K after a long vowel sound. An R is a long vowel sound. So you may have CK in a word, you may have RK in a word, but you never ever have RCK together. This guy's got to go and play somewhere else. Those three letters do not get on well together. Okay, so let's have a look at what we have to do. We're going to finish the word and match to the picture, so you just have to put in the R sound to all those little spaces, and then there might be a picture to match it, so just check and link it to the picture. Down the bottom it says, read and fill the gaps with the missing list word. We will something to eat soon. The dog may something at you. The teacher will my spelling test. You can turn on our torch if it is We like to play on the swings at the Pop will his car at the shop. Is a fish with sharp teeth. Flew out of our campfire and burnt my coat. It is hard to trick someone who is We grow plants in the back The doll has lost of her leg. You can use these words to finish all those sentences. E2, day 3, and we're revising the R control vowel R. So when we put any vowel with an R, it becomes an R controlled vowel. So we've got A-R, R, E-R, I-R, O-R, or, and U-R, So R, or. So when you have a long vowel sound, and all the R controlled vowels are long vowel sounds, you only put a K for the K sound after a long vowel sound. So if you have a look here, we're going to colour in the AR, and then we're going to go back and we're going to colour in the K after the long vowel sound, the R controlled vowel. Right, let's read these words and sound them, and then we'll just spell one together and do one together, and you can do the rest on your own. We've got B-A-K, bark, D-A-K, dark, P-A-K, park, M-A-K, mark, Sh-A-K, shark, S-P-A-K, spark, P-A-T, part, Y-A-D, yard, S-M-A-T, smart, S-T-A-T, start. So then you have to go back and read it, sound it, spell it, and write it. Don't forget to cover it when you write it. So we've got B-A-K, B-A-R-K, cover it and write it. You can do the rest of those on your own. Down here you're doing verb families. So all of these words are verbs. We've got barks, mark, parked, and starting. So in this column you're just writing the base word. So you have to look at the word barks. What word does it come from? The base word is bark. We've got mark. What's the base word of parked? It would be park. What's the base word of starting? It would be start. Here you have to add S to all those words. Here you're adding ing to all those words, and here you're adding ed to the end of those words. Now if you listen, parked, it sounds like a T, but we know we're adding ed, even though it sounds like a T. When we compare two things, we call it a comparative, and we add to a word. So you might say, Oh, it's dark tonight, but last night it was darker. So you have to put the on the end. You might say, well, I'm smart, but my friend is smarter. So you'd add to the end of the word there. If we're talking about superlatives, we're talking about a super group, a bigger group of people. So we want it to be the most. So we don't say, oh, it's the most dark night tonight. We'd say it's the darkest. And whenever you want to make it the most of something, you put est on the end of the word. So we've got smart, smarter, smartest. Combine to make a new word. So you've got to add the two parts of the word together to make a big long word. So we're going to go sparkling and write the word there. Our family likes to watch the sparkling stars. Party. I will have a party on my birthday. Darken. Dad will darken the room to show the movie. You can finish that page on your own. E2 Day 4, we're talking about sentence comprehension. So fill in the gaps in the sentences. Our missing words are over here, and these are the sentences that we'll have a quick read of. Is a big fish. Would it be a sharp or a shark is a big fish? You've got to write the missing word in. A shark likes to swing or swim. They have sharp teeth or feet. Now answer the questions about the passage. What can a shark do? You'd need to write it in a sentence. A shark can, whatever. What do sharks have? You'd have to write it in a sentence. Sharks have, what is a big fish? A big fish is a shark, or you put a shark is a big fish. Fill in the gaps in the sentences. So it's the same thing again. Your words are over here for you to choose from. You can read these sentences on your own and fill in the missing gaps, and then you can answer the questions using full sentences down here. Don't forget to make sure that they are proper sentences. So, what will Dad plant? Dad will plant a. Where will Dad plant the tree? Dad will plant the tree. What will he put in the tree? He will put in the tree. So you can finish that all on your own.